Hello collectors, today I'm going to be comparing the UI between Doodle World and Pokemon, or not Pokemon Brick Bronze, but Loomian Legacy. Confusing the games, it's got me quite reminiscing the Brick Bronze and Project Pokemon days. But basically we'll be comparing the UI and seeing which one's better and which one I prefer, because the one that's better might not be my preference, hinting towards the end. But here you can see that the doodle that follows you is in like it's a full like 360 view, but it's just a flat image. It's not a 3D model like Loomian Legacies. Some people said this was lazy, but being that it's a doodle, it fits in my opinion. It works out. I don't see why they needed a follow. Like, it would have been cool if there's like a running animation, because you can see they have a little scribble animation in a sense around like the ear. You can see them like kind of flickering. Would have been kind of cool to see a running animation, but ultimately it doesn't really matter. That menu down here is down in the bottom left, and we get a little scroll wheel. The images themselves are a bit lower quality compared to Loomian Legacies, which you'll see when I go in depth on Loomian Legacies UI. But it does do its job. You can see your party here with like the Japanese style capsules, or I guess you can see them at like your Walmarts and stuff, your backpacks, which holds all your items. Again, very simple UI, but it works. It reminds me a lot of Project Pokemon's, which I quite like. Name color, doesn't really matter which. I guess I'll go with red. Current title, so you can pick your title, title color, particles, I don't know what that's supposed to be. Victory animation. Basically can pick all that kind of stuff. Basically, it's a very simplistic UI. Passport, which is basically like your ID card. Social, all that fun stuff. So it's all together here. You can trade. There's no like RTD like in Loomian Legacy, because you can just trade directly with each other through the through like the main lobby. It does show you too where the Loomians are, but that's not really a UI, so I don't know why I'm talking about that. Up here you can see it's all like, it doesn't tell you the badge info, it doesn't tell you anything, it just tells you their name and their profile picture. So it's quite bare bones compared to Loomian Legacy, but I do quite like how it reminisces the feel a bit of Project Pokemon, because I'm going to be honest here, I preferred Project Pokemon over Brick Bronze. Even though Brick Bronze was the more complete game and the more professional game, I just loved Project Pokemon. But you know, let's get on to Loomian Legacy though. So here we can take a look at the Loomian Legacy UI. Already it's much cleaner, having the player list being a lot more clean, showing off the badges and stuff. Up top we have the ability to use our number keys, where in Doodle World we can't. Again, it's much cleaner. A cool little like slide animation going in between them all. A lot more professional looking, especially here where it shows like an image of like a backdrop and opens up like that. Everything's so much more cleaner and nicer, much more simple to reach. Overall, there's not really much to talk about Loomian Legacy Overworld UI, just because it's so clean, it's so simple. Everything is self-explanatory and everything just works good. So let's go ahead and roll on to the Doodle World Battle UI, and then we're going to go and do the Loomian Legacy Battle UI. So now that we've finished going over the Overworld menu / UI, we're going to go over the Trainer, or the Battle UI rather. So you can see here, Doodle World's all 2D towards Loomian Legacy, as you'll see when I go in depth, and that one is all 3D. The little doodles have like little like idle animations, and that's about it. It can show you on the side here the capsules of how much doodles each has. Here you can pull up a type chart, which is actually quite nice to have. Which this should be very similar to Pokemon and Loomian Legacies, but just in case you forget, like here's a food type. Nobody's gonna know what a food type is, so you can basically just go here and you can type and basically just see what will happen when you attack another doodle. So here, the moves are quite basic, just like the overworld menu. It's quite basic compared to Loomian Legacy, and like I said, it feels really reminiscent of Project Pokemon, which I quite enjoy personally. I wonder how this would look with a modern UI, because you can tell like this EXP is kind of offset. I'd almost just delete the EXP, because most people will be able to tell that's an EXP bar. It tells you what attacks are good or not, just like in Loomian Legacy, so you know not to use incorrect attack, which kind of, I guess, invalidates having a tight chart there, but at least people can kind of, I guess, know which Loomian to put, or which Doodle to put in, so they don't get like one shot. Because even I sometimes make mistakes, because some of the dual types make no sense, at least to me, until I place them out and I just get like one shot by like an earthquake or something. But overall, it's a quite basic UI compared to Loomian Legacies. The trainer like slides in, he stomps, you know, does all that stuff. Again, we're gonna go over and compare this to Brick Bronze or Loomian Legacy, so let's go over and slide over to do that. So here we got the Loomian Legacy Battle UI. It's open world compared to, or like, it has like a 3D background compared to Doodle World's 2D. Again, it tells you everything about like what's super effective. It does not have a type effective chart. The bars are much more cleaner, with like the font being a bit better, having everything just more, I guess, clean, like I said before. Compared to Doodle World, it feels more modern. If I can pull it up again. But you can just tell everything's like, it doesn't say HP, it just has like a little cross. It doesn't say energy, it just shows a little cross. It doesn't show your EXP, or it doesn't say EXP, but it shows, like, you can tell it's an EXP bar. Overall, it's much cleaner. Again, there's not really much to talk about Loomian Legacy-wise, it's just it's so much cleaner. Now, I'm going to go over which one I prefer, and I prefer Doodle Worlds, mainly because of the nostalgia it gives me of Project Pokemon. Which, like I said, I did prefer Project Pokemon over Brick Bronze. I don't know why, I just preferred it over, like I said, Brick Bronze. Let me know which one's your favorite. Let me know which ones you think can improve. That's pretty much it now. Peace.